about the trigonometry. In trigonometry, I'll start by telling it out. That is, after you take a right angle triangle, you're going to get like this. That is, in right angle triangle, you start to find out hypotenuse square equal to sum of squares of opposite sides. So it's going to become like this. That is, if this is the hypotenuse, if this is 5 units, this going to become 4 units and this going to become 3 units, because 3 square plus 4 square going to be equal to 5 square. 3 square means 3 times of 3 9, and 4 square means 4 times of 4 16 equal to 25, or you can write it as 25 equal to 25. That's hypotenuse Pythagorean theorem. Now you're going to get next one, that is trigonometry you get afterwards. This trigonometry here that tells that there are three different ratios. This is normal right triangle. If this becomes theta, the biggest side is always going to be hypotenuse, and the side joining the theta going to become adjacent side, and the side which is opposite to the theta going to become opposite side. Now the actual Pythagorean theorem or the actual trigonometry start to becomes. Here by ratios of different ratios going to make different trigonometric ratios. That is, if you take the same example 4 3 5, adjacent will be 4, opposite will be 3, and hypotenuse will be 5 units. You can start to find out about three ratios, that is sine, cos and tan of theta. Sine theta, cos of theta and tan of theta. Sine theta means you can write it as opposite by hypotenuse. Here opposite by hypotenuse means this is opposite, this is hypotenuse, that going to become 3 by 5. Now you're going to write out what is cos of theta. Cos theta means it is adjacent by hypotenuse. Let's write it as adjacent by hypotenuse. So it becomes this is adjacent 4 units, hypotenuse 5. So it becomes 4 by 5 ratio it is. Tan theta means here it is opposite by adjacent. So you can write it as opposite by adjacent. So you're going to get opposite as 3 units, 4 units. You get it as 3 by 4. The ratio of tan theta ratio. Now reciprocal of these three, you're going to get like this. That is nothing but cosecant theta, secant theta, and cot theta. Here you're going to get three ratios, which is cosecant of theta, here cosecant theta and secant theta, and the other one is going to become cot theta. Now here you're going to get it as cosecant theta means reciprocal of sine theta. Sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Here it is hypotenuse by opposite. So this one 3 by 5 going to become equal to 5 by 3. In the same way, secant theta is reciprocal of cos theta. Cos theta they have given adjacent by hypotenuse. Reciprocal of this going to become hypotenuse by adjacent. And now hypotenuse by adjacent, you're going to get it as reciprocal of that. 4 by 5 here going to become 5 by 4. Now cot theta in the same way, cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta. Tan theta it is opposite by adjacent. In cot theta it is adjacent by opposite. So this one, that is 3 by 4 going to become 4 by 3. You can take one more triangle. In another triangle I can show the same trigonometric values. That is, here they have given just two sides. In this right triangle they have given this side going to become equal to 5 units, and this side they have given us 7 units. This is theta. You need to find out different trigonometric ratios. First let's find out what is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse means you can take it as y. This side square plus this side square going to become hypotenuse square first. 7 square plus 5 square going to become y square. Now this is theta means joining side going to be adjacent, opposite to theta going to become opposite. Now 7 square means 7 times of 7, which is 49. So this is 49 plus 5 square means 5 times of 5, which going to becomes 25. This is 25, which is equal to y square. When the 49 plus 25 is 74, and this y square go that side becomes root. So hypotenuse length is root 74. Now let's find the different trigonometric ratios. Now let's find it out by sine, cos and tan. Sine of theta, cos of theta and tan theta. This one here you're going to get sine theta means opposite by hypotenuse. You can write here as opposite by hypotenuse. Here opposite is 7 units, hypotenuse is root 74. It is 7 by root 74. Now cos theta means it is adjacent by hypotenuse. Now I'm going to tell this is adjacent, this is hypotenuse. Adjacent is 5 units, it is root 74 units. So it is 5 by root 74 is the cos theta. Now tan theta means you're going to get it as opposite by adjacent. Now tan theta means it is opposite by adjacent. So you're going to get here like this. Opposite is 7 units, adjacent is 5 units. It becomes 7 by 5 units. Now I'm going to tell what are different ratios, that is reciprocal ratios are cosecant of theta, secant of theta and cot theta. Now I'm going to tell how to do them out. Here cosecant of theta means reciprocal of sine theta. Sine theta is 7 by root 74. So cosecant theta are the opposite of it. It is opposite by hypotenuse means it is a reciprocal of it going to become root 74 by 7. Now cos theta here it is 5 by root 74. It becomes reciprocal root 74 by 5. Cot theta also reciprocal. In tan theta it is 7 by 5. So cot theta becomes 5 by 7. These are the basic trigonometric ratios. Now after solving these basic trigonometric ratios, you're going to get many other formulas of it. First is the reciprocal relations. The reciprocal relation tells that this thing sine theta can be written as 1 by cosecant theta. In the same way, cos theta it can be written as equal to 1 by secant theta. Again, tan theta you can write it as equal to 1 by cot theta. Now the next relations we're going to get is about angle relations, that is trigonometric ratios for specific angles, that is 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree and this one 60 degree and 90 degree. Now I'm going to tell you with sine theta. Sine of 0 degree means it remains as 0. Sine of 30 degree means it becomes equal to half. Sine 45 means it becomes equal to 1 by root 2 and sine 60 it is equal to root 3 by 2 and sine 90 which becomes equal to 1. In sine theta the number go from 0 to 1, that is 0, half, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. In the same way, cos theta it comes in a reverse way. Cos of 0 degree means equal to 0, cos of 0 means equal to 1 and cos 30 means equal to root 3 by 2, cos 45 equal to 1 by root 2, cos 60 equal to half and cos 90 equal to 0. The same thing if you write in a reverse order it becomes cos of theta. Here it goes from 1 to 0. There sin theta it comes from 0 to 1. Now I tell about next ratio which is tan theta. Tan theta here you going to get like this. Tan 0 going to become 0 and tan 30 degree equal to 1 by root 3. Tan 45 which is equal to 1 and tan 60 degree equal to root 3. Tan 90 degree is infinity. In the same way, the next three you can do it by taking reciprocals, that is cosecant theta, secant theta and cot theta. Here you're going to get all ratios, that is cosecant, secant and cot theta ratios. Here cosecant means inverse of this, it is 0 by 1 nothing given. This will become means it becomes not defined, that is not defined. And now cosecant 30 degrees half reciprocal becomes equal to 2. Now this 1 by root 2 becomes root 2 and root 3 by 2 going to become 2 by root 3 and now 1 going to remain as equal to 1. Here you going to get cos theta. Cos theta 1 going to become equal to 1, and root 3 by 2 after reciprocal it going to become 2 by root 3, and 1 by root 2 when reciprocal it going to become again root 2. This half becomes 1 reciprocal taken 2 as 2, and 0 becomes not defined. Here again, cot theta means just write in a reverse order. Tan 90 is infinity, but cot 0 is infinity. Cot 30 going to become equal to root 3, that is sine 60 degree. And cot 45 will be equal to tan 45, so it is also equal to 1. And this one, tan of cot of 60 degree equal to tan 30, that is 1 by root 3. And this one, tan 0 is 0, so tan 90 is also going to become equal to 0. These are all different ratios of specific angles. You can write in another way also, that is different formulas of trigonometry are 90-degree ratios. That is sine of theta can be written as cos of 90 minus theta. In the same way, this one, tan theta, you can write it as equal to cot of 90 minus theta. Again, you can write even cosecant theta, you can write it as secant of 90 minus theta. You can write even in opposite way, that is cos theta as sin 90 minus theta, cot theta as tan 90 minus theta, secant theta as cosecant 90 minus theta. These are all different ratios. Now bye.